Hello, my name is Mr. White, and I am a teacher of advanced manufacturing. There are two teachers of advanced manufacturing, one this year. Mr. Shellhart is the other teacher. If you email both of us, then that's a good way, surefire way to get a response about a student issue. My name is Evan White. As I said, this is my 11th year teaching. I went to Purdue University and I have 5 children. That's just a little couple facts about me. Here's a picture of my family right here. It's a recent picture. Um, I have 3 boys. Those are John and Ethan. Those are my first 2 boys. They're twins. And I have Calvin. And then we just recently had another set of twins, twin girls right here, Grace and Claire. They're just over 2 months old, so they're taking up a lot of my time, which is I love it. And yeah, right here, uh, this is a chart that the STEM Academy came up with, kind of displaying all these different classes that you can take in the STEM hallway or the STEM Academy: science, technology, engineering, and math. That's STEM. I teach a couple of different classes, but I also obviously I teach manufacturing. Manufacturing 1 is a prerequisite to manufacturing 2 or welding, and those are in the same vein. This is important. This doesn't capture the pathways that we're talking about, but pathways are going to be a big deal for graduating. So in the past, it had to be that you had to pass ISTEP, have certain or get a number of credits or something like that to get your diploma. But now there's a third option, or there's another way with pathways. So if you have enough of these elective credits in a certain field, then you can be on a pathway and you can graduate that way as well. So this is actually a really good start. If you are an underclassman and you're starting with Advanced Manufacturing 1, you can go to Advanced Manufacturing 2, possibly welding, and even maybe welding 2. And if you do that, then that's enough credits to satisfy a pathway, and then you can ensure that you're graduating. You can mix some of these classes, so it could take Advanced Manufacturing 1, Advanced Manufacturing 2, construction, things like that, and they still would work for a pathway. You just have to make sure that you're choosing one, your electives in the same pathway. I'm not the expert on this. This is the counselors. They should know information on the pathways. That would be who I'd talk to make sure that if you're a student or if you have a student who needs this to graduate, or even if they don't need to graduate, it's always nice to have another backup plan for graduation using those pathways. Okay, so I'm going to move my picture right here. So these are a couple things that we'll do in manufacturing, advanced manufacturing. We're going to be using measurement tools. So some of the basic things are measurement tools and print reading and things like that. What's nice about advanced manufacturing, or what's different about advanced manufacturing versus your basic math class or English class, is that these are actually hard skills that students are learning versus math or English, where those are knowledge based, those are gaining a knowledge that would help increase skills that you actually go into that are more specific. But these are actually specific skills. Employers look for these kind of skills when hiring. Some of those things are measurement tools, print reading, like you see here. However, we try to drill it into the kids' heads that, no pun intended, that what employers look most for right now are just people that are going to show up on time, and we try to get that point through. So, but vertical mills, that's what the picture is there. Vertical manual mill. We have a manual lathes that we go over. We do some forging and casting. We have a couple CNC machines. I'd love to get some programs made from CNC machines. That's your typical advanced manufacturing shop is going to be lots of CNC machines. CNC is basically it's actually an acronym for computer numeric control, and what that is just a program that actually cuts a path on a material. Okay, and welding too. A lot of students are excited about welding. We'll touch welding a little bit in advanced manufacturing 1. You do more of that in advanced manufacturing 2, and obviously do more of that in welding class. Here's some example works, and this is not like these aren't products as certain products that exist. These are actually just little templates that show like what to be done and skills that are learned. This is kind of segueing into how this grading will work in the class. This is standard-based grading class, meaning if you look on Indiana standards, like for education and advanced manufacturing, what it is if a child demonstrates, a student demonstrates a skill, then they get the grade for that skill. Then they say, okay, that skill is a check mark. They have that skill. Move on to the next skill, kind of deal. So a lot of these things are like reading. Can you read a print? Can you follow a print? That's like a instructions basically on how to create something. Measuring with those tools, like I said earlier. But here's an example of a lathe running. So can you run a lathe, manual lathe? This is an example of a lost foam casting. You can see that this is a piece of foam. This is not the foam that was used to create this, by the way, but you can cast using foam, melted molten metal poured on the foam. The foam goes away, and what's left is the metal. This is a pattern that is laid out on the vertical mill, like I showed in the previous picture. So these are just little skill-based things. These aren't like actual products. We do encourage the kids to think of a product that they want to actually make to bring home. We have our own sets that we give them, assign them, but once students demonstrate the skills, we encourage them to be creative and think of things that they can make using all of the resources that we have at hand. There is a yellow sheet that is supposed to be going around right now. This yellow sheet is just a way. I guess it's a waiver for just letting parents know that your student will be working with industrial machines. So it is a dangerous environment. We obviously focus on safety, make sure that they can pass safety. They have the safety skills to actually use those machines before they use them. So that yellow sheet is a waiver to let you know that they are working with these machines. Please sign it and have your student return it to me this week so that they can be on the machines as early as possible so that we can get to making things. If you have any questions, my email is right on Canvas. It is ewhite@phm.k12.in. So you can see that right on Canvas, same place where you found this video. Email me with any questions or concerns, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. All right, take care, and let me know if you have any questions.